Joe, I mean, where do we even go? Where do we even start to sum up this season? It's been arguably one of the worst roller coasters I think we've all been on.
Yeah, unfortunately it didn't go the way I thought it would. We all thought it would. Coming off the back of last season, obviously the disappointment from the playoffs. During the off-season, during pre-season, I thought the season was only going to go one way. I had genuine belief we were going to go and push on from last year. However, obviously, football's football, and it's like you say, it's been a tough roller coaster year. It's not been enjoyable, not been great. But I say we're looking forward to next year now. We've got some hope, we've got some belief back amongst the boys, so it's going to be a good, positive year next year.
Was there a point where you thought, "Oh, this isn't quite going to plan"?
Yeah, but I mean but you never like to admit it because you always have the belief. So obviously it wasn't until kind of it's like mathematically done that you kind of rule it out. So you always have the belief, and you could never kind of say never. But yeah, it was obviously didn't go the way we wanted it to. Obviously the managerial changes in between as well is kind of a blatant thing that it's not going great. But yes, the boys have struggled this year. It's been tough. Like I say, we're looking forward to next year. Next year's going to be great. And I genuinely believe next year we're going to go and get promoted.
I certainly feel like maybe up until the turn of the new year, everybody still had that faith and that hope, didn't they? And everybody involved with the club. And I just think since that turn of the year,
yeah, definitely.
It's quite late on, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And so we always have the belief, always, no matter, even if the performances weren't there, but we were still picking up points, especially just before Christmas. So yeah, it's just obviously you always keep the belief, always keep that, and you never kind of admit it, like to yourself, to the changing room. You always have to keep believing, and we did. We kept believing. Unfortunately, it just didn't go well for us, for the fans, for the club, and it's been a very disappointing year.
5 different head coaches you've had to work under. I mean, that's crazy in and of itself, isn't it? But that level of disruption can't have helped either.
Exactly. So it's never good for too many, obviously, managerial changes like that. Obviously they come in and want to sign new players, bring in new boys, get rid of certain boys, learn a new style of play, everything like that. So it's tough to find kind of that rhythm and that flow. So yeah, it has an effect. But let's say obviously the gaffer we got in now, we really believe in. He's a fantastic guy, and I genuinely believe he's going to be perfect for us for next year.
Well, it certainly looks it already, doesn't it? With the first 3 games, 3 clean sheets, which is not something that the club has for ages.
Got work on the other end of the pitch now, but we sorted out obviously the one side of the pitch, which has been brilliant. Obviously having 3 clean sheets, and really annoying about Gillingham, should have really been 4. So yeah, that's been brilliant. Obviously we've improved a lot on that side. So now if we can go and score some goals and have a good time next year.
As long as this season has felt the way that you guys are playing at the minute, and the way that the new head coach has come in, kind of wish there was a few more games.
Definitely, of course. Obviously, it's been a long season, a tough season for the boys. But I say we feel like we're just kind of. It's weird. I've never been in a situation where we've had a manager come in kind of so late into a season. So it's a really weird feeling. But as I've said before, the end of the season was never just going to filter out as lads being on holiday or thinking they're on the beach and all that kind of cliched stuff, because we've got a new manager, we want to impress. So that's how the boys have been. We've trained really well this week as well. So it's been weird, and I say we kind of want it to keep going, but as I say, we'll take the break, process this season, move on from it, and look forward to next year.
I suppose it's one of those where you do kind of need that break now to sort of hit the reset button, and then take the last 4 games and think, okay, it's a positive end. And then carry it on. But
definitely, we've got to take that positivity from these last few games, from the new gaffer coming in, looking forward to next year. Take that, process the bad stuff from this year, learn from it, and then have some belief in the off season and come back fire in pre-season.
What's he done to change things around? Because obviously, we've mentioned the clean sheets already, but they were so hard to come by earlier this season, and all of a sudden there's 3 off the bat. Yeah,
I mean he's come in with some energy, different type of energy for the lads, which has been brilliant. Letting lads kind of play more freely, which is lads were struggling, weren't really playing kind of within themselves. Were playing within themselves, weren't really playing to the best of their ability, and he's kind of trying to bring that out in us again. So he's kind of changing the dynamic of the team, which has been great. A lot more energy within the boys, and letting us make mistakes as well. Lads aren't so scared to make mistakes, which was a big point. So that's the key thing, is just the belief within the team, bit of energy, positivity, and I say it's shown on the pitch.
You looking forward to the summer though? I mean, I've mentioned it a few times. It's been a long old season for everybody.
Yes, I mean, I say we've got one more game Saturday, and then it'd be nice to have the break. I say this year has been very tough, physically, mentally. I've learnt a lot. To say one have been in one of the most difficult seasons, obviously for the club, for the fans, for myself, for the players. So yes, need the break. Say learn from it, process it. But it's so good to have that positivity and belief going into next year.
And now, as one of the more senior players, you're getting the armband in the last few games. How's that feeling? Yeah,
brilliant. I love it. It's a role I've kind of always envisaged myself being in. Something I strive for at every team I'm in. So yeah, I'm really happy that I get to wear the armband. I love it. I say representing this fantastic club as captain is just a fantastic honour for me and my family. And
a nice moment I thought on Saturday where it was almost not ceremonial for Dean Lewington to have handed it over to you on the pitch.
So it's pretty cool, that, isn't it? Having him in his last game hand it over to me. I mean, there's nothing better than that, really. So you're right, it was ceremonial, it was lovely, and it was a very proud moment for me, my family. They were all there, they watched it. So it was a lovely moment. It's certainly one I'll never forget.
And off to a team you know pretty well as well. It might have been a few years ago, mind, but Swindon, a team that are flying at the minute.
Yeah, I mean they've had a tough start to the year, but they've done really well. But yeah, so we're going there. We've got one more game. That's how we've got to see it. We've got to go there and try and get the win. We've got full belief in the team. We've had a really good training week this week. We want to go and impress the manager. So yeah, we're ready for it. And it's going to be a great last game.
Nice one. Cheers, Joe.
Just one from me, Joe. I've got you down as Hungerford, Eastleigh, Peterborough, Swindon. But most games you played for a club here, about 80 odd, I think it is now, isn't it? You got an improved deal, I think, recently. Was it last year or earlier this season? You know, why do you like it here so much?
It's as you've said there, I've been around a bit, and it's quite nice to settle down. It's just a fantastic club. First of all, fans are brilliant. I love it. I love everything about it. Also, obviously, then you go a bit deeper, and you go location-wise. Brilliant for me. I've just had a little baby with my missus, so we love it round here. We live round here now. We bought a house. We've settled. Everything's kind of great, and off the pitch when things are going great. Obviously, you hope that on the pitch it does. Yeah, that's why I love this place so much. But obviously, the fans, the club, just brilliant. And I felt coming here, it was the perfect fit. I felt it was that, and it's kind of shown. Obviously, this year's been tough, but it's certainly felt that way for me. That I've come in and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And it's a club that will always be close to me now because of my time here. And thankfully I've been able to play a lot of games, and hopefully there'll be many more.
Because you said recently, didn't you, there's good things coming. We're right at the end of this season now. It's not been a great one. You're sounding really confident, though, already, before we're going into the break. You genuinely are. I know you've explained already to Tony and stuff, but you know, what's giving you that sort of buzz after? Is it just this lift towards the end of the season?
Yeah, good things are coming. Even during the tough times this year, it's the size of this club, the fans, everything about it. The good times are coming, and obviously the owners come in and different stuff, and we've got a few changes with the staff and everything, and it's taken a bit longer than I thought, but they are coming. Good things are coming. As I say, I'm really, really confident going into next year. The manager is brilliant. I'm sure the recruitment team will be working hard in the off season to make the team even better. And there's a lot of positivity going into next year.